Investigations.
Hi there. Can I speak to whoever your the main investigator guy is, please? I've had
What
about
is this? Do we have a
what?
case going right now?
Oh, you sure
Do we
do.
have a case?
You certainly do.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What case is that?
It's the
I
case
can let him know
against
this.
me. It's the
Already.
case against me. All I know, I don't know what the case number is, but clearly my husband has hired you guys to look into my personal goings on, and I've had about enough of it. I'm sick of this. So I don't care if I have to pay more than he's paying to get this bullshit to end, but it ends today.
Well, hold on one second.
Mhm.
Good afternoon, Rafi speaking. May I help you?
Sorry, what was your name again?
Rafi?
Rossi. Well, Rossi, it's nice to officially meet you. I've seen you around, and I know that you've seen quite a bit of me, but we've actually never met officially. So it's very, very nice to meet your acquaintance, sir. So what it looks like is that you have been hired by my husband, I'm assuming. I have noticed you, well, multiple
Who is this?
times. Well, this is somebody that you're
Hello?
investigating. You should know me pretty well. My name is Kendra Banchode. And I
Who?
guess
Who?
my
Who? Wait. Hold on.
just
Hold it.
you relax.
What
You
is...
relax.
Hold
You've
on,
been
hold on, hold on, hold
my,
on,
Hello?
hold on.
my husband hired you, and you have been tracking my whereabouts almost everywhere that I've gone for the past 2 weeks. I've seen you all over the place, and I've had about enough of it. I'm sick of it, and I'm telling you right now that
You've
you need to
seen
stop.
me?
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was you.
What is your name? Who is your husband? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm so shocked. I don't spy on people. I don't know.
Right, you don't know, right? Claim ignorance, right? Is that some sort of client private
Ma'am,
No, you need when I'm
hold
talking,
it.
no, listen. You've caused enough havoc in my life over the last few weeks. When I'm talking, you listen, buddy, okay? Okay? Comprende? Capiche?
Sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, right. Is there some sort of client private investigator privilege kind of similar to like a psych
Let me tell you something.
doctor
If you want to
bullshit?
listen, if you
Well,
want to come down and listen,
don't worry. I
maybe
never
you
come down. I'm always way up. But listen, buddy, I'm not going to listen if it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. And I have a feeling you're just going to feed me a bunch of bullshit. And I've had enough of that from my husband, to be perfectly honest with you.
okay. I don't know who you are, but let me tell you something.
Right?
Okay,
Sure you don't.
you can believe it or not believe it. It's up to you. Okay. I have a competitor. Okay, who's been calling all kinds of people like you. We've been getting these phone calls for the last 3 or 4 months, trying to put me in a position where people call me and accusing me of spying on them. Okay, you're not the first one that's been doing this. We've been getting 5, 6, 7 calls already. Okay,
Mm, mm.
uh,
Oh, it's a big setup.
I don't know who is spying on you.
Well, I feel
We
like
don't
this
have
is
a
some
case.
sort of psychological technique to
No,
disarm me. To
no,
disarm
no,
me? Is that what
no,
you're doing?
no, no.
Well,
You're
who's the
wrong. You're
competitor?
wrong.
Who's your competitor there, buddy? Then.
That's that's. I will tell you. You tell me who you are. I don't even know who you are.
I've already told you. You weren't listening. Put your listening ears on and your thinking cap
No,
on. My name is Kendra
what is your
Bankston.
name?
I've told you for the
What is
third
your
time.
name?
Are your listening ears on? Yes or no?
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay. Okay, so make sure they're on. My name is Kendra Banchode.
Kendra Banjod. How do you spell your last name, Kendra?
Banchoad. Now, who is your competitor?
The guy. I believe he's the one spreading those words.
Now, do you guys have some sort of long-standing beef? What would make somebody do such a thing?
Yeah, yeah. I think he's the one who's doing that.
Well, I can tell you that nobody has called me. I have called you strictly on my own, only because I've investigated you guys. I've figured out who it was that's been tracing me all around.
How did you get to me? How did you get to me? I don't understand.
Well, because I figured out that it's your company, right? So let's just say it doesn't just take somebody who has a private investigator business to be a good private investigator. We'll just leave it at that.
Nobody
okay?
texted you with my information or called you with my information, because how did you get? How did I come about? Because I don't know you.
Hey, listen. Do we have a contact name?
One of my cases.
Do we have a contact name from that company? Do you have the name of anyone?
Figured it out.
Hello?
Shall I add them to the call?
Yeah, go for it.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
These are my private investigators on the line here.
Yeah,
They're the ones that helped me track all this dirt back to you guys.
We're going to resolve this issue now. We're going to get the other company in here.
You may press the pound key at any time to leave your message.
Well, it's already said the name.
Yeah, but okay.
Hi, voicemail.
Who is the man that's speaking? Who is this?
These are my own personal private investigators.
Ron Blackman, PI.
Hello? Who am I speaking with?
Hello, Ron Blackman, PI. My name's Ron Blackman, PI. How are you doing?
Good. What's going on? I don't understand why you guys are calling me, accusing me of stuff I never did.
Well, you're investigating one of my clients. That's become clear.
I'm not investigating. She just gave me her name, and I do not reckon she's. Yeah?
Shush. Listen, Rosie.
Yeah?
Listen, Rosie, or whatever your name is, okay? If it wasn't you, it was one of your cohorts, it was one of your little minions.
No, it was him.
Around,
it was definitely him.
Tracing me everywhere I go with your stupid little fucking binoculars and your notepad, and I really don't appreciate it. I'm at my wit's end. I've had it up to fucking here.
Hey, listen, you son of a bitch. All right, we're on to you. We know exactly what you're up to, okay? I've been investigating you myself, and I know it's you, all right? And you're going to knock it off. Do you understand?
I think.
Lon Brockman, PI.
Investigations.
Hi, is this?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hi, good, great. Calling about another gentleman. God, what's his name?
His name was Rossi, or some female name like that. He works for a company, your competitor. I'm sure you're aware of them. They're called. Yeah. Well.
I know Rossi.
Yeah, he's an asshole, hey? You realize he's been talking shit about you and claiming that you've been calling his customers for the last few months and accusing you basically... We have a recording of him that we just made now talking mad shit and saying that you have been calling his customers for the last 3 months and trying to get them run out of business. Do you realize that? So if you think Rossi's your friend, think again.
I had no idea. I thought he was a friendly competitor, and I've never once called a single one of his customers.
Nope, he's not a friendly.
Because someone's been following my client, and we believe it's him, but he's blaming it on you.
I'm sorry?
Someone's been following my client around, investigating her, and we believe it's him, but he's trying to blame it on you. That's what we're calling about.
Yeah, see, what happened is that, They were doing some really shoddy, sloppy investigation work, and it turns out for the last month they've been doing this. My husband hired them, whatever. He's super paranoid. Anyway, so I managed to figure out what was going on, and I hired my own private investigators to figure out who was investigating me, and it all led back to this Super I private investigation. So when I called them just now, and I was letting him know, listen, the deal's up, the gig's up, buddy. I know it's you. You need to stop with your investigation. He said, oh, I know what happened. Our competitor, he called you, didn't he? He's been trying to fuck with our business for the last few months. We've had 40 calls like this, and it's all because of this guy. And he said your name and your company specifically.
If you can give me a moment, I can actually get a recording of him saying that as well.
Yeah, you recorded it. Yeah, we can play it back.
Can I ask you to hold? Can I ask you to hold for 1 second? I just
no
drop
problem.
This call, I
drop them. This is important. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. So, well, I can tell you this. I mean, it would be an awkward question to ask us if we're investigating somebody, because if we were, we may not want to tell you, but I
Oh,
can
of
tell you
course,
that
of course. No, listen, we're not asking. We're not asking
any cases right now.
Guys, I have the recording. Would you like?
Where the subject is a female. We have no cases going on with.
Hey,
listen.
Just wait. I think there's been a little bit of a misunderstanding. I know for a fact that it was Rossi's company that's investigating. I'm not accusing you of anything, but I just thought you should know that in the process of letting Rossi know that I knew what was going on, he slandered your company very viciously. So.
Do you want me to play the recording? Do you want to hear the recording?
Yeah, sure.
Right, everybody, just listen. This is the recording, okay? This is unedited, so it might be. But here you go.
Listen.
Well, don't worry. I never come down. I'm always way up. But listen, buddy, I'm not going to listen if it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. And I have a feeling you're just going to feed me a bunch of bullshit. And I've had enough of that from my husband, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay, I don't know who you are, but let me tell you something. Okay,
right, sure you don't.
You can believe it or not believe it. It's up to you. Okay, I have a competitor. Okay, who's been calling all kinds of people like you. We've been getting these phone calls for the last 3 or 4 months, trying to put me in a position where people call me and accusing me of spying on them. Okay, you're not the first one that's been doing this. We've been getting 5, 6, 7 calls already. Okay.
It's a big
I don't know who is spying on you.
Well, I feel like this is some sort of psychological technique to disarm me.
No.
So anyway, that's the recording. And he told us
the craziest thing. I don't know why.
Well, no, Ron,
I can tell you why he's probably saying that. I can tell you why he's saying that. Okay.
See the rest where he actually gives the name of the company.
I muted the name of the company, so
I know who it is.
For security reasons.
Okay. I can tell you why. I can tell you why he's saying that. Okay.
Why?
What happened?
We both have profiles on Yelp. Okay.
Yes,
that's how we get a good deal about business. Okay. And people leave reviews. Okay. And a lot of clients go there, and that's how we get a fair amount of our business. And what happened was, I noticed that suddenly he jumped from let's say 25 reviews to like 38
40
reviews in a very short period of time.
He's up to 40 now. 45-star reviews. Yeah.
And what I've figured out was that they were phony. Okay, he was having his friends or whatever the case may be post these reviews. Okay, and so I started to flag them. Okay, and
like
Yelp started removing them. Okay,
yeah.
And then he did.
Conspiracy.
It became like a thing. So I called him and I told him exactly what I was doing, and I told him he needs to stop that, and if he can't be fair about it, and because it's like stealing, let the best man win. However many reviews you get, but
there's no need to lie about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we kind of made up and said, listen, there's no reason for us to be fighting each other, and we could be friendly competitors. And he said fine. He actually went and wrote a review for us, which I didn't ask him to. I thought it was kind of ridiculous, but he did. And that was the end of it. And that was about a month and a half ago.
Well, so you thought. But
and I haven't heard a word about it since.
Well, listen,
so why he would be saying this about us, I have no idea.
Shall I get him in here? Shall we get him back in here, and maybe he can explain his side of the story, and we'll get this resolved right now. Let's get him on the line.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's great. You just hang on the line. That'd be fantastic.
Let's mediate this. Again, his name is Rossi, I believe. Yeah.
I know who he is.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just letting my PI know.
Hello.
Let me talk, and you'll see. I can prove to you, Rafi.
All right, put us on hold. Just hang on the line.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Who is this?
Rafi.
Hello? Yes?
It's Brian. How are you?
Yes?
Rafi, is that you?
Fine. Yeah?
Okay, listen, I got a call from one of your clients.
Hello?
Rafi.
Yes, they're not my clients. Somebody's
okay?
calling me. No, I'm not
I got a
okay.
call from one of your clients who's claiming that you've been slandering our agency and you've been accusing us of calling your.
I'm not slandering your agency. I'm not. Look at Brian. I'm not slandering your agency. Okay.
Why would I get a
People
call
are
like that?
calling me.
Why would somebody just call and make that up?
I have no idea. People are calling me.
We played the
Brian,
recording. We played him
No,
the recording.
Brian, yeah, we played him the recording, so there's no deniability here.
Rafi, I heard it on the recording. They tape recorded the conversation. I heard you say it.
Okay,
So
listen.
You need to stop.
I
Rafi.
know.
You need to stop this,
I
okay?
know. Yeah. Somebody is putting my name out there like I'm following people. I don't know these people. Kindra Binchel. I never had a client like that or a subject like that in my life. I've been getting phone calls for the last 5 or 6 months with people calling me constantly. Somebody's putting the word out there on my agency. I don't know who it is. Your name is the first one that came up because you damaged me before. You're my first suspect, okay? Nobody else is going after me but you, and you know that. Okay? So let's be frank here. Let's be frank here. Huh? Why would I ask you? I already know what you're capable of. I already know what you're capable of.
Stop committing fraud. You wouldn't have these problems, okay?
I'm committing fraud?
Why don't you try doing business in a legitimate way? Yes, with your phony reviews and everything else. You wouldn't be having these problems.
What are you? Are you the reviewed chair of Europe, sir, or what?
Rafi.
Okay, here's what I have to tell you, Brian. Here's what I have to tell you. Okay, I've been listening to you enough.
I don't even want to hear it.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. If you take me down anywhere on the internet or Yelp or ever, I will know it's you, and I'm taking you down with me.
I think he hung up.
Take me down, and I will destroy you the same way you're destroying me. Both of us will go down. Goodbye.
Shit.
Yeah!
That was like one of the things.